Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a square pattern bracelet, and it's not that hard to make. It just uses one technique. What you're going to need is some scissors, a ruler, some bugle beads. It depends on you can get any length you want. Some bugle beads are longer than the other. Some are like this, some are like this. You can get any size you want. It just makes your bracelet, the squares on your bracelet, bigger. And also you'll be needing a clasp. I'm just using a very skinny silver clasp. Also you'll be needing some thread. I'm using nylon thread. Okay, so first we're going to cut the thread to 22 inches. So I'm going to cut it right now. I'm using black thread. You can get any color you like. You can use regular thread too, but I think nylon thread is more sturdier, so that's why I'm using this. Just cut it approximately 22 inches, and then you can put that aside. Then we're going to tie the nylon thread to the clasp. I'm going to unscrew this clasp and just tie it to 1/2 of the clasp, and just thread it through, and you're going to tie the clasp in the center of the thread so that there's like 11 inches on each side of the thread. So make the ends even. So you're going to tie the thread to the center of the clasp. You're going to tie the clasp to the center of your thread. That's what I mean. Okay, now I've got my clasp tied onto the center of my thread. Now I'm going to start beading. So I'm going to be using my yellow and blue bugle beads. Now first I'm going to string on one bugle bead onto one of the strands, and I'm going to use blue. So you string that on. So you string it on, and then you're going to take your other strand thread. Let me zoom in closer to you so you can see it. And you're going to take the other strand and you're going to go through the other direction and just thread it through the opposite direction. I'm going to pull that. Now it should look like this, like horizontal. Then you're going to thread a bugle bead onto each strand, one bugle bead on each strand. I'm going to take my yellow. Then I'm going to string on a blue bugle bead on one of the strands, doesn't matter. Okay, like this. Then I'm going to take the other strand that I didn't string the blue bead on, and I'm going to go in the opposite direction of the blue bead. So like this. Pull it through. Like that. As you can see, it should look like a square now, like this. Like this. Yeah, pretty much like a square. Looks really cool. And that's all you really do for this bracelet. Just keep on repeating that pattern. Let me do another one so that you guys can see it. Understand, in case you guys didn't understand what I was doing at first. So I'm gonna do it again. So after I already got one square done. So now I'm gonna take my yellow bead, which is for the sides. It's going to be vertical, and string that onto each strand. And I'm gonna thread. Now I have like 2 yellow beads on both sides, and I'm gonna take one blue bugle bead and thread that onto one of the sides, doesn't matter. Then I'm going to take the other strand that I didn't thread the blue bead on and go through the opposite direction. So right now it should look like this. One yellow bead on this side, one yellow bead on this side with a blue bead on the outside. So I'm going to turn that kind of like this. I'm going to turn it like that. Take this side that doesn't have the blue bead and go through this blue bead in the opposite direction.